Hi everybody, I am using this time to make a short video on how to use the headings feature in Microsoft Word. I believe this also works in Google Docs. If not, then I'm not sure what I would do. I'd probably download the paper that you're trying to write, the lesson plan, the unit plan, and then save it to your desktop as a document that is in Word and then go from there. Okay, so typically when you start typing, your typing just looks like whatever this, like it starts at the beginning and you type and it wraps around single space. And you know how to fix that any way you want. But what I'm trying to do is show you how to navigate through your paper easily. So you've probably seen this here. It's under the Home tab where it shows headings, no spacing, and you can scan down through and there's subtitles, there's all kinds of things. And every one of these is changeable. And I'll show you what I mean by that. Okay, so what I did here is I highlighted senior tip notes and clicked on heading 1. And what that did, as you notice, is it made it look like this. It's blue and it is Calibri Light. But what if I want a heading here and I don't like Calibri Light? Well, what I would do is I would come over here and I would choose what I wanted. Let's make it super fancy and Algerian. And maybe I want it bigger because I want to be dramatic. So I would choose whatever. Now, I want this to be heading 1, but if I click on this, it's going to go back. So what I do is I come up here and I change heading 1 by right-clicking, and you can see it says Update Heading to match the selection. I'm pointing over here at Senior Notes. So update this. Now everything I click on and say, hey, I want this to be heading 1, is going to get fancy like that. Well, I don't want that to be heading 1, so let me undo that. What I want this to be is I want this to be heading 2. So let's say I want this to be heading 2, but I want to make it slightly different. So I'm going to come down here and use Abadi, I don't know how to pronounce that, and I'm going to make it 16 font. And now I'm going to come up here and I'm going to right click and I'm going to update that. Now everything that I have highlighted that's a heading 2 is going to change to Abadi. That's hard to tell because it's so similar. So let me change it to want something more dramatic. Um, let's say I want it to be pro black. Okay, because that way it'll emphasize. See how this one's the old one, but this one has already changed? If I right click and update the heading, did you see how that changed right away? And all of them changed because this is the new heading 2. Okay, now here is, as I clicked on that, it's normal. So our normal is just Calibri Body 11 font. Well, I think that's a little bit small. So what I would do is I would highlight it, click up to whatever size I want, and then right click and update that. And the whole thing changed. Okay, now you notice that this is bulleted. I did not make this a special heading. All I did was click on it and bullet as normal, and that's fine. Okay, so you're like, okay, that's fine, Roby, but what the heck? Why are we doing this? You're doing this so you can navigate through the document really well and so you can make a table of contents. Two things. Okay, the first thing I said is navigate through the document. So what you do is you come up here and you hit View, Navigate. So you want to see the navigation pane. Now, this document, as you can see down here, is only 3 pages long. But let's say it's 50, 100 pages long. This comes in really handy because did you see what happened? Once you open, you can open and close the navigation pane here. Once you open the navigation pane, whatever you click on jumps there. So if I'm working on in the city, then it's going to jump down to in the city. Now, if I want to work on the plane, these are old senior trip notes from a trip we went to New York that I was giving suggestions to my students on how to navigate the travel. And some regulations about curfew. But as you can see, if you are on a 50-page document and you want to find something, this is how to locate it. Now, so I think that's kind of cool, and hopefully that's easy to see. Now, when you're in the navigation pane, which is under View, Navigation pane, you can also view the pages, in which case you can see what the pages look like. You can view particular results, like if I want to see where it says curfew, I can find it. But I usually just leave it on headings because this is what I want. Okay, let's say this is a paper or a lesson plan or, something where I need a table of contents. Okay, so I go to the location in my document there where I want the table of contents and I put my cursor there. Then I do believe it's under references. You would think it'd be insert table of contents, but it's not. It's under references because this is kind of formal. So you click under formal references and you choose table of contents. And what it's going to do is it's going to go out and find all those titles and headings and things like that, and it's going to ignore the normal. So if I want to do an automatic table 2, if I want to do it manual, if I want to choose, I usually just do the automatic because that's the easiest. What so it closed out and immediately jumped, and I'm going to roll up and you're going to be able to see the table of contents that was just inserted. So there you go. Now you can see when I put my mouse over it, it is gray, and that's because it is a complete thing. So I can delete it by hitting backspace or Control Z. Okay, and it'll disappear. I'm going to show you how to do it again. You're going to go table of contents, built in, and there it is. Now, okay, that's great, Roby, but what if I decide I want to add another section called on the streets? Like I want to say, hey, on the streets of New York. So what I would do is I'd go on the streets of New York, and I want that to be a heading 2. So I'm going to highlight that. I'm going to go over to home. I'm going to hit heading 2. Where's heading 2? I just got to locate it. I guess this must be it. Okay, yeah, there it is. And did you see how it popped over here? And then when I type normally, and I add pages and pages and pages and pages of new notes, then what I can do is I can go back to my table of contents. I can delete and recreate it, or I can just right click and oh, there used to be a way where you could just update it. Okay, oh, there it is. So you just click on it and you can say update table, and you can update the page numbers only, or you can update the entire table. Now remember, I added on the streets of New York down there over here, but it's not here. So let's watch it happen. Update entire table, boom, and it just popped right up. And I can immediately see that I made a mistake on my capitalization here, but that's okay. All right, if you have any further questions, let me know. Hope this is helpful. Bye.